act like that. And obviously, I think that cricket is a team game, so want to contribute for the team. That's it.
Tell us about the team at the moment. It seems like a very happy camp under the leadership of Phil Simmons and all of the backroom staff. You enjoying being with them?
Yeah, definitely they are very much friendly to us, and obviously I think the environment for the dressing room is very important. So we are we're trying to develop that kind of environment in the dressing room as well, and obviously enjoying my time.
You're having a great run of form. I want to wish you all the best tonight. Go well.
Thank you.
It was really nice to chat to Nurul Hassan earlier. Plenty of good individual performances for Afghanistan too. They just haven't quite been able to get across the line. And Azmatullah Ormatzai was one of the stars of the show 2 days ago. He took 4 for 23, and earlier Ahmed Fadai caught up with him.
How happy are you with your bowling? 4 wickets, almost got the game in the pocket.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Honestly, I'm not happy on my performance because we lost the match. It's okay. I did well. Took 4 wickets, but we lost the match. If we win that match, then I'll be happy.
Well, I'm sure you will get the chances to win your team matches. You've also been performing with the bat. How are the preparations for this last match and also moving into the ODI series ahead?
Yeah, inshallah, we are fully prepared for that match. We're going there and we're giving our 100% and we're putting effort there, and we'll try our best and inshallah to win this match, to go for the ODI series with good confidence.
And talking about confidence, you just got your maiden 50. How confident you are batting at number 6 in the T20s?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. What our team need and on what position, I'm ready for that, and I'm just trying to do more score for my team, and I'm happy, and I'm trying to do more best, especially in T20s. I want to do performance consistently.
Sure, well, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
He's a real all-round star. Now, that trophy will head Bangladesh's way at the end of play this evening, whatever the case, but they would love it to be part of a Bangla wash and a 3-0 series clean sweep. But not over some much fabled opposition. Recent times, famously doing it over England on home soil, but it would be quite the coup to pull off a 3-0 series win here in Sharjah in Afghanistan's home series. They took the day off yesterday, assembled for a big team dinner. They're a very happy camp right now under Phil Simmons, the head coach. Andrew Leonard here with you, and don't have Ramiz Raja alongside me because he's still down pitch side, still having a chat to the great Mushtaq Ahmed, his former teammate and indeed roommate when they played together for Pakistan. But I do have the former Sri Lankan all-rounder Parvez Maharouf alongside me, and there's a big cheer that greets you here in the commentary box as you come just as the players come onto the field. We're all set for the third and final time. Bangladesh arguably favourites with the form they're showing in this series thus far.
On-field umpire Ahmed Pakteen, very well experienced, lots of games behind. Experience Izzatullah Safi partnering Mr. Pakteen. Indians men on duty. Amr Broy will be the match referee, and Ahmed Durrani, the team umpire for the. Just on the Bangladesh winning the toss, bowling first, looking at the surface, I think that was the right call. That'll be a little different than what we expected the last couple of deliveries, the last couple of days. Certainly, Afghanistan got everything to play for. 2-1 sounds a lot better than 3-0. So, 2 openers, and straight away something to speak about is Ramullah Gurbaz opening the batting, which I feel he belongs top of the order. And Ibrahim Zadran, they understand each other's game really well. One a basher, the other technically correct. I think this is one thing that they had to get it right, and certainly good to see Gurbaz on top of the order.
A little bit of musical chairs up at the top for Afghanistan. They've been trialling and testing multiple opening partnerships, but back to the old faithful, particularly effective in ODI cricket, which we'll see in Abu Dhabi next week. But I think you're right. I think probably more than good enough to be the T20 opening pairing as well. They'll complement each other nicely. Gurbaz will be more attacking. And Zadran, who's only got a career strike rate around 109, 110. The star of the show 2 days ago, 48 hours For our player of the match, Sharaful Islam, is going to take the new ball here from the pavilion end. So many similarities to that Nepal-West Indies series. The first 2 games on the pitch we were on, first 2 matches the same as this one, and the side has gone 2-0 up in the series. Last week it was Nepal, now it's Bangladesh. Then the other side won the consolation game. Afghanistan will be hoping that's the same as we move on to this pitch. We're all set, let's play. Strays down the leg side, we'll start with the wide. Seen middling totals, haven't we? 140, 150 in and around that hasn't proved to be enough. This pitch might play a little bit different too.
Certainly will. Early on, the indication of more bounce than the first couple of games. Down the leg side, but on the length. Watching Sariful Islam bowling in the warm-up scene. Had some swing, had the bounce.
Bars first ball, trying to upset the length by coming down the track.
Guided away, just the one slip in place. Gully, third is one of the 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle in this power play. Backward square, the other. Here's a look at the surface. Might offer a little more for the seamers, or what were your thoughts?
Plenty more grass than the first couple of games, that's for sure. Pitch number 6. Actually, the new ball will have some offer for the fast bowlers, especially wing in the air. I won't be surprised if Tanzim Hassan Shakib will take the new ball from the other end. We've seen Nasum Ahmed taking the new ball, but if I'm Jakar Ali, I'll be very much tempted to get Tanzim Hassan at least an over, just to see if there's find any swing.
Pleasing way to get off the mark for Ibrahim Zadran. Immediately both batters up and underway. Have you felt Afghanistan have been a bit too cautious in the power play? I think they've only crossed 50 once this year in T20I cricket. 18 dots 2 days ago out of the 36 deliveries they faced.
That's certainly the last game, that's for sure. That's one reason why I think Siddiqul Atal has now his position at to number 3. Gurbaz to open the batting, which I feel is the right way to forward. Give him the license. Gurban can be the guy who can easily take on any bowling attack in the world. Coming down the track, a part of the inside edge, collecting a couple of runs here. But certainly, I think this should be the way forward.
First game, you could understand why they were cautious because they were losing wickets. So 33 for 3 in the power play, Afghanistan. Second match, unbroken, but just 35 for none with those 18 dots. Almost as if they kind of somewhat overreacted to the losing early wickets. They were trying to keep as many batters as they could in hand. 35 for none in the modern T20 game probably isn't enough in your first 6. Good running. Scamper through for a single. These two are always very good in between the wickets and they communicate well.
Biggest strength of the top order batters of the Afghan side is running between wickets. Gurbaz and Zadran have batted many times together. Understanding is very good. And early on, right thing to do, rotate the strike, which isn't going to be the easiest. The new ball to strike the ball, break bowlers with them by collecting those singles. All the fielders, or most of the fielders in the 30-yard circle are hugging the 30-yard circle. Plenty of options.
Gorgeous stroke. Beautifully played. Pierces the infield and races to the rope. Slightly shorter that side. So you've come right the way across the square. That will fill Ibrahim Zadran full of confidence.
When you pitch it shorter, it just sits up beautifully. And Zadran thrives anything outside the yaw stump. That was on the up. Not much of feet movement. Trust in the hands and the body. Hint of seam movement away from the right hander. On the middle part of the bat. Confidence booster for Ibrahim.
Good diving stop. They will get through for the single, but for me that's 3 runs saved. Excellent work. Rounds out the first over. Good start for Afghanistan. 11 for none. Confirmation of the two starting 11s. One change for each of the two sides. Bashir Ahmed comes in for his T20I debut. And Tanzim Hassan Saqib, who you felt might have opened bowling Parvez, but they are going to stick with this tactic of going with left arm spin, whatever the surface is, even though it's a move across to a new, and he's got a good record here in the power play.
Why change a winning combination? Tanzim Hassan Shaki would have been an option, but clearly Jakar Ali liked to continue what's been working for him in the first couple of games, and I don't mind this. And especially give a challenge to Gurbaz, who likes to use the long handle in the leg side with a shorter boundary. Shorter hit to the leg side. Good start. Spoke about Nasul Mohammed as a spinner in the power plays. He's been exceptional, bowling the in between length 4 to 6 meters, skidding on to the bat. He's been a revelation.
A real good run of form as well, isn't he? He was excellent, I felt, throughout the Asia Cup, and 1 for 18 and 2 for 25 in his 2 18s here thus far. Knows exactly his game plan. Quite enjoys bowling in the power play.
Ibrahim trying to give himself a little bit of room to go through the offside. Last delivery, tough turn. To see with Gurbaz straight away take on the left arm spinner. Shorter hit to the leg side. Deep square, vacant deep mid wicket, vacant long on. Temptation will be there. Will Gurbaz straight away use a long handle?
Very rare you see that, Parvez. Cut away, good stroke. Again pierces the infield right on top of the bounce, and there was a bit of turn to go with it, and finds 4.
Way too short. Plenty of width, plenty of time in the back foot. Rock backs and middle of the bat. That's a good shot. Pressure straight on, left arm spinner. That's much better. That's the 4 to 6 meter length we've been speaking about. Slip in place, that should be the length.
It's on the offside field here, Parvez, because the slip is in place, because they're looking for early wickets. There is gaps that they can hit there on the offside, probably 12 yards between backward point and cover point. Instead he goes over the leg side. Great use of the feet. It's a dancing Ramanullah Gurbaz down the track. Pretty much gets to the pitch of it. Gets 4, his second, and goes to double figures.
Tamping his authority just in the second over. Coming down the track, nowhere near the middle of the bat. But the intentions are quite clear by Gurbaz. That's to somehow make use of the power play.
9 runs from the second over. It's 20 for none.
ওই তো হরো তোমার কাম তুমি কাম করো এসে নামাজ পড়ে হেরে 10 টাকা জায়গা না আইছি আমার মা পড়া তোমার খাও না দাও হরো তো না
Expected order that we will see. Maybe Siddiqullah Tal in next. Looking forward to seeing. This goes up. Mid-on fielder nestles backwards and holds on. Really good catch from Nurul Hassan Sohan, who made the diving stop in the first over. Does enough to hold on here and get them dancing in the stands in Sharjah. The first wicket falls.
Shariful Islam has been rewarded for some fantastic bowling. Back of the length. That was bounce on offer. Trying to play pull shot of the front foot. Cannot do anything wrong. The left arm quick man of the match from the last game. He strikes early on. He's missing Zadran for 7. It's 20 for 1. center.
First wicket falls in the power play, and it goes to a man full of confidence, Shariful Islam, as Siddiqullah Atal comes to the crease. He's in at number 3. There has been that little bit of chopping and changing amongst that top 3. He had been opening. He's in at 1 drop and immediately gets off the mark. There is a bit of pace, a bit of bounce, and you like his lengths, don't you, Shariful?
A wicket-taking ball was, but not the last one. Back of the length. Exactly what you want on pitch with the new ball. Saja, bit of grass, the topsoil not too hard. Adran, the scores of 38 and 15. Useful contributions. I certainly think the game plan should have been Gurbaz to be the tonker. Go hard and Zadran to give him the strike as much as possible and play the anchor role for Ibrahim Zadran. Whereas now you'll see 2 players who are very similar when it comes to the attacking mindset. Go after. Swing inwards towards the right hand. I think this is where Shariful Islam got to be a bit more tactful. Try and pitch it up more to the right hand.
I think there's no doubt, Farvez, is there, that there will have been discussions over the last couple of days, always are throughout series. They want them to go at it more in the power play. You can't have totals like they did. 33 for 3 and 35 for none, but you're going to live by the sword. You'll occasionally die by the sword. This is an excellent catch as well. Very well judged by Nur Al Hassan. Diving stop actually needed a bit of treatment at the end of the first over. Got through it and gets the catch. Big celebrations too from Shariful. Pumped up at the moment. It's a chip shot through the offside. It's the longer side of the ground, so it won't quite get to the rope. They will think of a third, but turn it down. It's a brace, a couple for Siddiqullah.
A beautiful use of his feet, Siddiqullah Atal. A serious player. I like him so much. I watch him bat. Reminds me a lot of Kumar Sangakkara through the offside. Nice high elbow, nowhere near the middle of the bat. Certainly the intentions are quite clear. The player, once he gets going, is $1 million. Young man is very matured, understands the game really well, and partners up really well with Gurbaz as well.
Beautiful hands, doesn't he? You can see those with that full extension through the offside there.
And one more guy to look out for is Bashir Ahmed, left arm quick, who's making his debut today for Afghanistan. Did saw him in 2023 in the Under-19 Asia Cup. It's see him a couple of months before in Spegiza. Has improved a lot. Left arm quick, runs in hard, tall, can get some bounce off the surface. So certainly hope that the Afghan batters will put up a decent score. So we see Abdullah Ahmed Zai, Azmatul Omar Zai and Bashir Ahmed with the new ball under lights on a pitch which has bounced. They're going about their business.
End of the third over, 24 for 1. I think it's a good move as well, Farvez, just to... Series may be gone, Afghanistan, the last thing they want to do is lose another game, but a great opportunity to get a debut in for Bashir Ahmed. They've already capped Mafiullah, see him again. Went a little bit hard, a bit early. Nasim Ahmed continue into his second over. Oh, what a take! Superb! And it's a diving Shamim Hussain, who has left Gurbaz speechless. Can't quite believe what he's just witnessed. This is an outstanding catch, the catch of the series.
Ramesh Raja at the toss spoke about fielding and asked the question from Jakar Ali, the captain. He said they work really hard in their fielding. These are the rewards of working hard in fielding, in training. Take a look at this for a catch. Shamim Hussain Patwari batted so well in the last game. Takes a blinder to dismiss the dangerous Ramullah Gurbaz, who was looking good. Couple of boundaries, but he has to go walk back. Gone for 12. 24 for 2.
Deep breath for a man playing just his second international. Another product of the Afghanistan under-19 system. He's here because of this. This is a quite sensational catch for Vez.
Any other day would have been a boundary, either side of Shamim Hossain Patwari. This is what happens when a side is going through a bad patch. Those boundary deliveries. As Wafila Tarakel open him better by trade. But this is a different role batting at number 4.
James Pamant there for Vez. Sorry to cut you off for 1 second. He was only brought in April. He's clearly made a big difference, hasn't he, to Bangladesh's fielding. I know they've dropped 1 or 2 here, but in general, it's been exceptionally strong throughout this series. And with the younger crop of players they have, Wafila will get off the mark with a single. They're like absolute tigers out there by name and by nature in the field. Big difference made thanks to former USA head coach.
It's all about confidence. All about confidence, nothing else. Patwari has a nickname of being a Bangladeshi jaunty ex-Astana. Gurbaz can't believe his luck and he is overjoyed. And the crowd, even before 1 hour before the first ball, Bangladesh crowd in the far corner, they're filling in numbers, expecting the side to put up another brilliant show. Where else? On the other hand, home side got to play out of their skin to win this game. 2 of their best batters back in the pavilion. Got a young Sadiqul Atal, Wafila Tarakel just playing the second game. Then the experienced players, apart from Darvish Rasooli follow. Somehow I think Sadiqul Atal got to bat minimum till about 18th.
So it might be an intent from him, though, to take on the left-arm spinner. All turning into him. I agree. I think the younger crop of players coming through for Bangladesh outstanding. The stars, kind of the story of this series, really. 2 left-handers at the top. Phil Simmons backing his young Bangladeshis.
When it comes to talent, I think both the countries are spoiled for choices. Many young players comes through. When you get to this level, international cricket, when the entire world is watching, onus is on you, making your grand entry, especially in a case of Wafila Tarakel. It's about understand the situation of the game. Slot sweep, short boundary to the leg side. Plenty of air time, but not the distance. Should be come back for a couple of runs with Sanzim Hassan Shakib. That's the mocking up. End of the 4th over. It's 28 for 2.
And satisfied its short runs. Is that give signal its short runs? Is that focus on umpire, focus on umpire.
In case you were wondering, Afghanistan were about 10 seconds back, 28 for 2. Now they're 27 for 2 because 1 was given as a shot. So instead of 2, they've been penalized, single conceded. Tanzim is a new bowler on the pads and runs. Ahmed, we're looking for that flow from Afghanistan. But every time they look to be in a good shape, wicket goes down and then it becomes that difficult a ladder to climb.
Yeah, indeed. Haven't been luck on their way. Brilliant catches taken by Bangladesh. But need to follow the basics and do things that you know and have been doing right. This is a good platform. Skipper Rashid Khan, a lot to worry about because he has been on the streak of losses, 4 losses in a row now.
They say the captain is as good as the team. So his team's got to perform for him to look good.
Well, find a series or how you prepare for the bigger tournaments. Afghanistan making to the semi-final in 2024, raising hopes. And 2026 in the T20 World Cup once again for Afghanistan, there will be hopes. And in this kind of series, they are experimenting things, opening with Siddiqullah Atal, coming back to the regular opening pair, Rahmanullah Gurbaz, Ibrahim Zadran. Still searching for that middle order batters. Desh Rasuli tried back in December in Zimbabwe, and Rahmanullah Gurbaz looked really good while he was there, came down the track. Didn't get off the middle of the bat, but not with the intent. But then that one straight into the hands of the meat of the bat, though. Either sides of Shamim, that would have been a cracking boundary. What a catch that is, catch of the tournament.
Yeah, the catching has been outstanding. Bangladesh being outstanding in the field. Somehow they've got to knit a partnership. The frontline batsmen have got to realize the importance of partnership, staying at the crease. 2 wickets down, it's rebuilding phase again. Does this young kid have the talent and temperament to pull it off?
Certainly has the skills, and that's the reason why he has the national jersey on. Made his debut in the last match. Couldn't score a lot of runs, but should understand the value of his wicket. And if he could score runs for Afghanistan, that will be a big sigh of relief for the coach and the captain and Afghanistan fans.
That is some hit. Well, if ever there was a glimpse of how good a player he is, there is one there, right there. Didn't absolutely nail it, but it's just more like a scoop, in position, in control, for a wonderful 6.
Well, that's his cricket. Fearless cricket. He plays for Metiainak Zone, played the Shpagiza Cricket League, and he's an entertaining batter. But if he scores runs, people start loving him very fast. He's a very good batsman.
Great 6, and straight away some field adjustments, and put at mid-wicket. As long as he understands the value of rotation of strike. You know, at times when you're young, you know that you can pull off anything, get the value of singles. 35 for 2.
One leg.
Partnership of 11 of 11. Top order once again been hit hard by Bangladesh. They've been outstanding with the new ball in the spin department. Nasum has been outstanding with his line and discipline. It's turning out to be a very fine unit, this.
That's the second good shot from Tarakhel. Well, that would only be one, but the fact that he was able to pick the length and played it with confidence tells you as a batter, when you get your first run and then if you get your first boundary, gives you all different sorts of confidence, and that's what you need as a batter. And that beautiful looking trophy, it's already evident who is going to take it, but a lot of effort's been put by the Afghanistan Cricket Board preparing that. When the V talks of victory, and down that smallest sign or the minaret in Afghanistan representing those. Wonderful work done. I was told that guys were working 24/7 to prepare that because they needed it in rush, and they just had to keep working to prepare this delicate piece.
Trophies are a symbol of expression. And as you say, a lot of thought has gone behind creating that gem. Really is a very fine trophy. all eyes on this young kid. Rachel. For young teams in Afghanistan is trying to have a new looking unit. There is no dead rubber as such. So this is a tremendous opportunity for this batsman really to prove a point.
I like the fact that he was frustrated because he missed on a scoring opportunity. That is also character of a cricketer. When you know that a delivery that you could have put away and you missed on that, you're there to score run on every single ball you have your way.
Oh, had that been collected properly, could have been a tough single.
Well, we talked about the fielding of Bangladesh. That has been absolutely outstanding. But sometimes you want luck as a batter, isn't it? Shariful missed that altogether. And that is some relief to Wafiullah Tarakhel. Didn't get the timing right. He's still hitting it hard. Probably still little nerves. Only second T20I for Afghanistan.
Excellent delivery, shaped back into the stumps, full of length. There's a special role for follow-up fast bowlers. We're talking about this current spell from Saifuddin. So you'd want him to be miserly in one area, target the hard length, and just be a good support to the opening burst from Bangladesh. So his role has got to be that of someone who doesn't leak runs.
Absolutely. I was talking to Sean Tite, their bowling coach. He's been telling me that they just keep practicing their Yorkers. Just have to keep practicing their Yorkers every time they come and practice at net so that the muscle memory is built. When you're asked, you bowl them to the perfection.
Bowled misses a full toss. A soft dismissal, you've got to call it that. But a tremendous strike from Saifuddin and Bangladesh. They're up in the aisles once again. The fans have come in huge numbers to welcome Bangladesh to a 3-zip possibility here against Afghanistan.
And an opportunity Wafiullah Tarakhel had for taking. Completely missed the sight of the ball. It was a full toss. And somewhat he missed it. He exposed all his stumps and that celebration of Saifuddin. Boom. His first. Wafiullah Tarakhel has to walk back after making 11. Afghanistan in some sort of trouble. 39 for 3 after the first 6 overs.
Yeah, the power play story is not a great one for Afghanistan. It's been a struggling first 6 overs in this series. 39 for 3 after 6. It's the most difficult thing to do, to get into a rebuilding phase in the middle part of the innings when the charge should be on. Saif Hassan is the new bowler. Good time to bowl your occasional bowler. He's not a regular. 3 wickets down, you'd want few overs done by him. 2 wickets in 15 matches. round armish. Will not get a lot of bounce.
Well, what an opportunity there for Wafula Tarakhil, and he missed it completely. I believe he moved across and lost his balance. And that's what happens when you lose your balance, you lose the sight of the ball. Yeah, no batter looks happy. They get out.
Slight shape away from his range as well. Just ever so slightly that ball moving away from his reach, but clearly down the pitch and lost the ball somewhere in the flight.
A lot of responsibility on the shoulders of Siddhi Pulatan. He's performed well. He scored runs. He already made a statement in the Emerging Asia Cup. Afghanistan emerging as the winners. But he seriously is going to take this responsibility alongside Darvesh Rasooli. A good batter as well. Got 14, hit a couple of sixes in the last match. Was out to a brilliant catch taken by Imon just by the boundary rope. At this stage, you'll need to see his character. You gotta have to build a partnership. No need for big shots. It's just the rotation of strikes that matter.
Strong hit down the ground. It'll be a single. After 7, 3 down for 45. A tremendous result for Bangladesh after winning the toss. They've got Afghanistan 3 down in the first 6. That is what you want. There's got to be a strategy, a purpose of why you want to insert the opposition in after winning the toss. Is the reason why you want early strikes, you want consistent strikes. Rashad, a more confident leg spinner these days. Not avert to flighting the ball, really challenging the batsman.
He's shown good character. I mean, he's not scared of tossing the ball up, and times he's hit for 6s, but he still takes wicket as well, which is why he is in the side, a wicket taker for Bangladesh.
It was a tough one for the keeper. Had more spin on that one. 4 byes, I think.
Yeah, very difficult for the keeper to take that. Well, certainly want more discipline after having got Afghanistan 3 out. You don't want to give them extra run. Don't want to give him once again get the charge. 51, 50 up for Afghanistan.
Push is the call, and they make it for the second with a full length dive from Siddiq.
Well, a couple of missed opportunities, you will say, early on. Wafula Tarakhil, Shariful missed picking up this time around. A very bad throw. this would have been tight. See, the call was for 2 from Siddiqul Atal. A bit of hesitation from Darvesh Rasuli, but a wide throw makes sure that Siddiqul Atal comfortably makes it. Look at that. Tanzim picked it up, but wide from the stumps.
May sound a bit archaic and boring, but Sadiq has got to accept the anchor's role in T20. It may also sound as if I'm instructing him to slow down the process of the innings. Not really. I think he's got to be just a little bit more watchful, weigh his options and play out the 20 overs. Because we've seen the disaster has struck Afghanistan in the middle phase of the innings. The batting has been iffy. If you get in, then make sure that you make it count.
Absolutely, and he's shown it that he can do. We saw him in the Emerging Asia Cup. He had a brilliant innings there to make sure that Afghanistan come out as winners, and this is what transpired. Early on, there was a lot of intention from the Afghan batters, the 2 regular openers for Afghanistan again, Ibrahim Zadran and Rahmatullah Gurbaz, and then that shot of Shariful. Didn't get the timing right, but a beautiful catch taken from Nurul Hassan.
A great placement. Seized on the shorter length and put it away for 4.
And then another beautiful catch. That was catch of the tournament. Shami made it look easy, but that wasn't. Wafira Tarakhil hit one big 6 and then lost the track of the ball. Saifuddin, very last ball of the power play, took the wicket to keep Afghanistan to 39 for 3 inside first 6 overs.
Rashad was expensive in his last game, was hit for 5 sixes. Going down the leg side, is getting the ball to spin, but his discipline is a bit off in this over.
Tell you what, this over has almost given momentum back to Afghanistan. First 5 wides in that boundary, a bit short, and Siddiqul Atal was up for it, and then another wide.
Ball is certainly gripping and spinning. After 8, 61 for 3.
Afghanistan looking to break the pattern coming to this game. The story continues. The frustration continues because after getting off to a flying start, collecting 20 in 2 overs, they started to lose wickets again. Going back to the same opening combination that delivered good results for Afghanistan over the years, Ibrahim and Gurbaz. Works through the onside, is going to take a single. They have to settle for a single. It's going to be interesting because in the middle stage of the innings, they struggled in last few matches, last few series as well. In the commentary box, I'm Devendra. With me is Parvez Maroof. Good evening, Parvez. How do you see the game developing in the next 7-8 overs?
Good evening, Devendra. Good evening, all. Yeah, so far it's been Bangladesh dominating the proceedings. The last ball, Tanzim Hassan off his own bowling. Take a look at this. How he goes across. Mind you, this is a fast bowler sliding across as well, making sure it's just a single. That's commitment. This is brilliant by Bangladesh so far. Great opportunity for Darvesh Rasuli. He's been quite sedate, 4 of 5 deliveries. And not been given easy runs by the Bangladeshi bowlers. Mid-overs run rate in Sharjah has been something that's spoken about a lot. Certainly Afghanistan to win this game, I just feel one of these players got to bat through at least till about the 18th or the 19th over.
Great discipline. Afghanistan hosting matches here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Nicely worked. 2 is the call. Just a single. Struggle in the middle stage of the innings. Can they break that pattern? 2 quality batters in the middle for Afghanistan today.
Yeah, certainly something that you speak about is the middle overs run rate of the two sides. In the 2025, this is the 24th game being played by Afghanistan. It's 11th being played by, 11th by Afghanistan and 24th by Bangladesh. Experience to come. Rashid Nabi, Azmatul Omarzai. And certainly something to keep about is a bit of Kabul.
The capital city of Afghanistan, Kabul, famous for many things, but cricket has been their flavor of late. The security has improved in the country. Thinking about visiting Afghanistan, this is the right time to go and explore different parts of Afghanistan, particularly Pagman province, where you can play the game of cricket as well. Parvez Maroof was also there. Great discipline.
Just to continue on the middle overs struggle for the two sides. Languishing in the bottom 2. Sri Lanka is the last in the middle overs. 24th being played by Bangladesh, 11th by Afghanistan. That's something that come the World Cup time, they like to get it right. Even Sri Lanka for a certain extent. Top side, even India for a certain extent as well, 7.90. Thirdly, the middle overs, that's because most of the time wickets been falling along. That's a good shot. Short ball picked up early. Short boundary to the leg side and peppers it Siddiqul Athal to end the 9th over. 69 for 3.
আজকে তো মতো 9টা বাজে ঘুমাই গেছে 9টা বাজে ঘুমাই গেছে আজকে সবাই কই কিনলো
Gurbaz contributing 12 and 7 for Ibrahim. Siddiq is batting well now. 26 of 19. He's got the ability, he's got the maturity to play a long innings for Afghanistan. Single. 2 players who play spin really well. And Siddiq likes to play the full shot. He's a fantastic player against the short pitch deliveries.
Previous over, last ball, that was a might hit by Siddiqul Athal. Picked up the slow ball early, sat up beautifully to put away. Short boundary to the leg side. No intention to keep the ball around the ground. Excellent hit by the young man. More I see about Siddiqul Athal, more I'm falling in love with his batting. Knows exactly where the fielders are, where the short boundaries are, and not shy to take the aerial route. And the role will change now. Since the 3 top order batters have fallen, he has to somehow make sure try bat deep as possible.
Brilliant in the emerging Asia Cup, playing this role, anchor role, taking the innings deep and then exploding in last 3-4 overs to hit those sixes to provide the impetus to the innings.
Different role for Rasuli. He has to be the aggressor, but most importantly, pick the right bowler and the right end. Asu Mohammed has been exceptional right through this series. 4 for 18 in the 4 overs for 18 runs, 1 wicket in the first game, and even now bowling good pace and understands the surface pretty well. Mahdi Hassan, the off spinner, has not been picked for tactical reasons because there are plenty of right-handers in the Afghan sides. Hence, that's why Mahdi Hassan can't find a place in this team. But he too is an excellent bowler. So when it comes to bowlers for Bangladesh, they got so many choices to pick from.
single. There has been a lot of discussion about playing the matchup thing in T20 cricket. You think that in a shorter format, it's important to have those combinations right and left hand, because if there is a quality player, for example, Shane Warne will be bowling to left-handers.
Horses for courses. Gone are the days where you just go through the motions, but now there are so many data available. You read them, you go through them, make decisions according to the surface, the grounds, and the opponents for a betterment. Halfway mark, 73 for 3, and it's time for some drinks. Great opportunity for the young man to stamp his authority in the side. Picked up the slow ball early of Tanzim Hassan Shah, to be dispatched by Siddiqul Atal. Going to be a change of bowling. Saifuddinho just bowled 1 over in the power play, went for 4 runs on the wicket of Philip Tarakel. Will continue. The current run rate will get Afghanistan to 146, which I feel just below under par. To get to 150, 160, which this pitch and the stadium demands, I think one of these players got to play a blinder.
Two quality batters in the middle. Siddiq is on 28. Gets it over the top on the offside. Could be caught on the boundary. Yes, on the second attempt. Yes, he's done it. Shaifuddin has struck again. And another set better departs. Siddiq is out for 28. Holding on to it, and celebration time for Bangladeshi fans.
One of those series where Afghanistan just want to press on the gas and get the quick runs, and straight away after a break, how many times you've seen a break brings up a wicket, and that too the settle batter Siddiqul Atal, who's been batting so well with control aggression, but in the end he has to go back for 28. It's 73 for 4.
Afghanistan 73 for 4 in the third T20 international after put into bat. They were 20 without loss after 2 overs. Azmatullah Umarzai comes to the crease. The brightest talent in Afghanistan cricket. Strike rate of 119. Can afford to take a bit of time here today. He's known for his explosive strokes. He's been playing the role of the finisher of late. Airborne. Brilliant fielding. Continuing to maintain their tempo and intensity in the field, Bangladesh.
Inter movement for Saifuddin away from the right hander. This is the wicket of Sadiqullah Atal. Angle going across the left hander. Trying to probably go over extra cover. Slicing it. Juggle, keeps a good head position. Calm under pressure. And takes it. Fortunate that Sadiqullah Atal found the fielder.
Again, movement away from the right-hander. Again, at the backward point position. He's still getting the ball to shape away. Fielding has been brilliant from Bangladesh throughout the series.
Carbon copy, just like the first ball. Shamim Hossain Patwari, for the second time, at least saved a couple of runs there. He's been a live wire wherever he's been fielding today. At extra cover, took a blind to dismiss Gurbaz. Last two deliveries certainly saved a couple of runs each, and that man, Phil Simmons, will be happy. Hardly shows any emotions, but I'm telling you, inside, he's a happy chunk.
This time they will take a single. Watching the fielder sitting on the edge of the 30-yard ring, taking single. He's off the mark, Umarzai.
130 clicks the pace by Saifuddin. Very impressive. Capitalizing on the opportunity that he got in the last game. First ball of Umarzai certainly saved a couple. And the very next ball again. Is that a bird? No. That is Shamim Hossain Patwari at cow point. Excellent.
Continuing to maintain pressure on Afghanistan. Again, good line, good length around the off stump. Not giving any free opportunity to batter to work with. Free his arms. At the same time, the fielding has been outstanding.
Building the dot deliveries here, Bangladesh. Keeping the pressure. Just one run, one wicket in 5 deliveries. Last 30 deliveries, just 35 runs, couple of wickets, losing wickets. Crucial intervals has been the problem for Afghanistan.
Is this going to be a short pitch delivery? 2 men on the boundary. Good shot. Beautiful stroke. A delightful stroke from Darvish Asuli to pick up a boundary. And to culminate the over as well. 11 gone, 78 for 4. Realization that was a no ball. So there will be free hit for Darvish Asuli.
Confirmation. Line belongs to the umpire, and I think he, as the third umpire, has got it spot on. And Mr. Paktin will signal a no ball, which becomes a 4 and a singles, 5 runs. Rubbing salt into the wound is going to be a free hit. And remember, since the same batsman at the strikers end, the field cannot change. The options are, I think, nice and full for Saifuddin.
Darvish goes down the ground, will be caught, but it won't matter. Now 11 overs gone, 79 for 4. Plenty of options for Bangladesh in the pace bowling department, and hence they can make those changes. Those options will be available for the ODI series as well. fast bowling has been really good of late for Bangladesh and got plenty of options to choose from, given the demanding conditions and also the number of matches in a year for Bangladesh. Play a lot of cricket. Vishal into the attack and will pick up a single. They're coming back for the 2.
Ooh, very close to the line there. The foot touch the boundary rope. Light misfield at extra cover. Rare misfield got to be set. Sean Tate with a cup of coffee. He'll be a happy man just watching how the fast bowlers have bowled in this series, especially as well as leading up to the this series, the Asia Cup previously, the Netherlands-Bangladesh series, the Pakistan series back home, the Sri Lanka series away. Lots of good things to talk about when it comes to Bangladesh pace attack. And Phil Simmons, yeah, he's heading the show. Fantastic so far.
Beautiful length. He's drawing the batter forward. So coming into this competition, both the teams had similar patterns of losing wickets at critical juncture, and that's how they did not perform up to the expectation in the Asia Cup. Bobbed in the air. This could be caught. Azmat is gone. Rishad taking the wicket. Afghanistan continuing to bowl, continuing to lose wickets at critical juncture in the game.
A poor stroke by Azmatullah Omarzai. Got to be said. Lost the senior partner in Siddiqul Atal in the previous over. Needed some stability to get to 140, 150. And against a leg spinner turning away from the right hand. He likes to go over long on. Does it. Gets the top edge. And a poor stroke comes or takes Azmatullah Omarzai's innings for just for 3. He's 81 for 5.
One leg. Afghanistan derailing 81 for 5. Similar patterns, similar dismissals. Short selection has been the issue in this competition. And Mohammad Nabi comes to the crease to provide that rescue act for the team.
Jakar Ali is on the attack. Slip comes in place for Rishad Hussain, who's very expensive in the last game. Picks up the big wicket of Omarzai in the previous delivery.
We'll explore the area through the offside to collect the single. He's off the mark.
Omarzai's wicket. Trying to go over long on against the turn. He had gone over long off or tried to go over extra cover inside out. Would have been a better option. The question got to be asked, is that necessary when you have lost a wicket in the last over? That too, the settled bat of Siddiqul Atal. All what Omarzai had to do is bring some stability to the innings rather than taking any unnecessary risk.
Well, that's been the concern throughout the series and in the last 1 year as well. Tremendous potential, but not realizing that potential. It has been the cause of frustration for the coaching staff, or the captain, or players themselves as well. Need to find the answers. T20 World Cup not far away. 12 overs bowled, 82 for 5.
Sense of deja vu
yet again here for Afghanistan, batting first and having to scrap towards a total that they will hope to defend rather than be confident of defending. Slide on and miss the leg stump, no turn really on offer, just skidded on. Excited to welcome Ramiz Raja alongside me. Afghanistan still have a lot of work to do to get up towards what they scored in the first two games.
I thought Saifuddin's spell was a critical one for them to get back on the saddle. But it turned out to be that Saifuddin was the real deal. Follow-up 3 overs were critical. Picked up a wicket, so now it's back to normal where Nasum is going to do that. Angle the ball back into the stumps and keep it nice and tidy. Oh, bowling through the gate. Terrific piece of bowling this, because he knew exactly from what area to get that ball back into the stumps. And Nabi's night is out.
Bangladesh fans loving every second, Ramiz, because right now they are thinking of 3-0. This is the perfect delivery. Probably just a bit of natural variation, maybe kept a fraction low. I don't think it was the out-and-out arm ball, but again, it's just the angle and the skid on. Nabi can't quite believe how that ball's reacted to the Sharjah surface, and he's lost his leg stump. He has to go. He's been dismissed for 1. Afghanistan in trouble, 82 for 6. Captain walks to the crease, out comes Rashid Khan. Such a dynamic stroke player. I often think he is wasted, particularly in this format down the order. He's come to the crease because of this. I mean, Nasser Ahmed's been exceptional again for the 3rd time this series.
There's the hard length, beaten by the length and lack of spin. Well, over 70% of his deliveries are these straight out ones, the ball that doesn't really turn and grip. It's the kind of pitch, this particular surface, where if you fight the ball, you get some purchase as well. You're willing to spin the ball, so it's the reason why that now becomes doubly difficult to track down.
He's the kind of left-arm spinner that for right-handers will challenge the inside edge as much as the outside. Rashid Khan doesn't mind which way it's going. That might be a very flat 6. Great footwork. Dances down, we'll have a boundary check here. Might be 4, might be 6. Got a funny feeling this has gone all the way and cannoned into the advertising cushion. He will scrap and fight for Afghanistan up to a total.
Out of frustration, I think. What a strike this is. He's just walked and he's put it away, probably on the full for 6. It's gone flat. It's hit the cushion on the full, I think. So Rashid, I think tonight means business. Let's see whether he can last the distance. Still plenty of overs left.
Yeah, for me, this has to be 6, and it's a flat 6. Like a tracer bullet. Such a dynamic batter and ball striker, Rashid Khan. He will fail sometimes because of his attacking nature, but he could counter-attack his side up to a total here. Not as many boundaries tonight as we've seen throughout the series. You would imagine they're going to need to get up to at least that 150 marker again. Asim's going to finish with 2 for 24. He bowled beautifully yet again.
He's struggling with where the ball is coming. And he was tested with this hard length. Look at the length. It's terrific stuff. Terrific spread. And clearly bamboozled Nabi in the end. That's 6s and 7s for a change.
I think too many times throughout Mohamed Nabi's illustrious career he would have had that look of shock and awe and what's just happened to me. Turning times for Afghanistan, they very rarely lose a sequence of games. They've got a great record in this format in particular. Bangladesh fielding for me has been marvellous.
This is the collective effort actually in the field. Not one or two have shown them the way. It's the collective effort of all that have made this series a memorable one for Bangladesh in the field.
Standout has probably been Shamim Hussain, the youngster, but everyone has had a great role to play. Bit of concern for Rashid Khan, isn't there? Because he's probably stood up heads and shoulders, particularly with the ball, with this Afghan side throughout the series, but they just do not go on streaks like this. I think in their entire history, they've only ever lost this many games in a row once before. Actually, the only time they've lost more than 4 in a row was kind of interspersed with a couple of abandonments down in the T20 World Cup, so hard to calculate that. They'll be desperate to end this series with a consolation victory.
A great game, as they say, game is a leveler. You can be raised to the ground very quickly, so it has been an humbling experience, I'm sure, for Bangladesh, but something for them to learn and move forward. Oh, very close to the stumps. Probably got an inside edge into the fence. Yeah. Quick through the air, the leggy, and missed by the keeper. Keeper. 97 for 6.
Look at Afghanistan's record from all time. They played their first T20I back in 2010, where they started with a defeat to Ireland, then a win over Canada and Ireland. But all throughout their history, they've got a remarkable record. Played 152, won 90 and lost just 58. They're used to winning. It's their culture, it's their mindset, it's what they do, all the way through the associate ranks, now up to a full member. See here, they've experienced a series whitewash, a 3-0 series defeat of Bangladesh. That was in India in 2018. They haven't gone down to many series whitewashes themselves. Anzim comes into the attack. Only twice in their history. It was West Indies in 2017, India 2023, as we see the boundary. Think off the inside edge, you're right.
Maybe it's time for Bangladeshi spinners to come up with a new strategy and employ, because they generally are wicket to wicket, quick through the air, and they've been found out quite badly in this series. Of Bangladesh have been tremendous against their spinners, not allowed them to settle down. Whilst they found a way through this, Afghanistan spinners seem to be struck in that mindset where they feel that quick through the air stuff will do the job. It did for Rashid Khan, but he wasn't on the winning side. So something for Bangladesh, something for Afghanistan, I'm sorry, to sort of look at and maybe to shape things differently next time around.
I think maybe just to make the change to the conditions a little bit better, to react that little bit better. Feels like they've maybe overreacted at points through the series. Be a bit more adaptable. Top edge, deep fine leg out there. Oh, it's another wonderful catch, and it's such an important one, because Rashid Khan can be so devastating with the bats. He'll always play his shots, but I think this has been held just inches inside the rope.
I think he did well, Rashid, to hit that ball hard, because a feet away from the fence, it was a high bouncer and a very good catch. He had to really look at the boundary fence, and never easy, and it only shows you that this is a confident fielding unit that Bangladesh have floated out there on the field. Rashid lays for 12, promising a lot, falling short of those promises. 12 of 7, 98 for 7.
Real concern here for Afghanistan. All of a sudden, they're now thinking, can they bat their 20 overs? Just 3 wickets left in hand. Don't quite have the same depth with Noor Ahmed, who adds a little bit of quality down at number 9. He's not in the side today, so Abdullah Ahmedzai will have to show us his wares with the bat. He is going to be dismissed from his very first delivery in international cricket. Didn't bat on his debut. He's had a good go at it, but he's holed out to mid-on, and he doesn't look altogether happy either.
Saifuddin, the guy who got this under control. Fantastic piece of catching from Bangladesh. They're on the run, diving full length in the end, making sure that he held on to the ball, and I mean, you want to forget this. ASAP. First ball in international cricket. Doesn't get off the mark. Dramatic end to the innings. 98 for 8.
Hat-trick ball. He goes full and straight. Every good fast bowler will always look for the stumps with a hat-trick ball, but Mujib keeps it out. Well, Ramiz, what would have happened in your day if you did this with your first ball in international cricket?
5 rounds of the ground. And we'll have a tough time in the dugout as well after the game. But anyway, I mean, when you're 2-0 down in a 3 T20I series, it's difficult really to rise up to the occasion at times for a side. There's nothing much has worked for Afghanistan, unfortunately, in this series. 98 for 8.
Followed the journey of Afghan cricket for as part of 2 decades now. Their rise up the ICC associate structures from that famous first ICC tournament in Jersey. That was World Cricket League Division 5 16, 17 years ago now, and their story, their rise in cricket has been one of the great stories of world sport. So prodigious. They've been so impressive at the way they've adapted as they've gone up through the levels. This might be the first little wobble, really, since full membership in some ways. Period of 5 consecutive defeats if they lose tonight. And this is against a side, Bangladesh, they like playing, that they would have backed themselves to win and avenge the Asia Cup defeat that they had. Sharaful returns to the attack. They have all the qualities, don't they, in terms of skill sets with bat and ball and in the field. Just struggling a bit for confidence right now, it feels like.
Yeah, I mean, nothing much has worked. I mean, with the ball also, I mean, they've sort of got back on the saddle very late in the piece. Every time things happen in the last part of the day for them, and by that time it was too late. In the first 10 overs, they've been rather wobbly. So nothing on consistent basis. Credit to Bangladesh. I mean, we can always criticize Afghanistan, but they've been limited in their past courtesies. Some terrific all-round cricket from Bangladesh. The catching, the strategy, the bowling, the inclusions, and the batting against spin. I think that is where they've dented Afghanistan's confidence in the middle phase of the innings, where they've gone out there with a very positive intent and been very proactive.
Oh, inside edge. It was so nearly 99 for 9, but the 100 will come up. And Mujib has to have a laugh and a giggle about that because he didn't know too much about how it's gone for 4, but it races to the rope.
Yeah, the other good thing about this pace bowling attack is that they've used that Yorker extremely well. Inches away from the stumps this. But every now and then you see them using the fuller length to good impact. 100 comes up for Afghanistan. It's been a very tough 100 for them.
Very, very happy Bangladesh setup right now. Easily could have gone to an Asia Cup final, remember, but they are rejuvenated beyond belief in the field. We've seen 3 superb catches. This was the first one of them. But it's not just been the catching, probably the catch of the series, that one, but also the ground efforts have been excellent. And they've held on to everything, even with the occasional juggle.
Performance in the field. Yeah, all very good catches. Great commitment. They look physically very fit. I mean, not easy fielding conditions out there because of weather. It's stifling hot at times, or humid at least. They've shown the resolve, the excellence in skill level, both in the batting department and fielding department.
For the seamers as well, what they've done so impressively is at good pace understand the lengths that they're targeting. Either full or short, they've nailed those Yorkers. Okay, bit of fortune with the full toss potentially too. All of them again, another fiery short ball have been very impressive. But Afghanistan have 4 overs to work with. What can they get up to? It's 106 for 8.
Bangladesh captain winning the toss and deciding to bowl first. Excellent response from the bowling unit, and the fielding has been spot on, taking some fantastic catches inside the 30-yard ring on the boundary as well. Only batter showed promise, Siddiq. Rasuli is betting on 17. Trying to play a reverse shot, huge appeal, and it's been accepted by umpire Ahmad Shafaqdeen. Afghanistan continuing to lose wickets here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium.
Oh, he's asked for the review. Absolutely, Afghanistan have got reviews. He was very confident when he asked for the review. Let's see what it has got.
Ball very close to the bats. Confirm with outrage, please. Stand by. Confirm with outrage, please. Ball very close to the bat. Yes. Flat line, and also can see gap between ball and bat. Now move to ball tracking. Satisfied, no bat involved. Yeah, original. Ball tracking, please. Pitch in line and pecked in line. Wicket missing. Paktin back to on-field umpire. Paktin, you reverse your decision from out to not out. You are on screen now, give signal, not out.
Well, it's not very often Emersha Pakti makes mistakes, but fantastic review from Mujib when he survives.
He was very confident. Probably thought that it must have just brushed his gloves or might have just touched the bat, but I'm not sure if he knew that this would be missing. But for his luck, it was missing. Now let's see what Mujib can do from here. He's got to have to stay there. It's 23 more deliveries to be played. That's more like it. Let Darvesh Rasuli take as much of a strike of these 22 deliveries that are on offer. First thing, Afghanistan have to play out all the 20 overs. Now just look at that. It looked completely in line for Ahmad Shah Paktin to make the line, but that bounce missing is the luck that Mujib Zadran in Afghanistan needed.
The top spinner going over the stumps. The man at the long on, deep mid wicket and deep square on the boundary on the onside for Darvesh Rasuli. Goes over the top, handsome stroke, bouncing away for 4. He's fighting along, Darvesh Rasuli, trying to provide some respectability to the total.
And these are very precious runs. Afghanistan need as many as Darvesh Rasuli can get. This was in the slot. Well, he has been tossing the ball up. Again, Darvesh Rasuli didn't get the full of that, but still enough away from the field for 4. Welcome boundary for Afghanistan.
Slight change in the field now. Man at the deep extra cover on the boundary now, on the offside. Long off on the boundary. From where he picked up a boundary. Getting the ball to turn, slow through the air, also changing his line and length.
I like that Mujib Zadran is communicating to Darvesh Rasuli. Watch the ball. It was a little slow, and it's a spinner speaking to him, understanding how the spinners usually bowl and understanding the mindset of a spinner.
Shot and pulled it majestically. It's gone for 6. Brilliant stroke from Darvesh Rasuli.
Wow, this has been a wonderful over for Afghanistan, a 4 and a 6. Those two coming off the bat of Darvesh Rasuli. He's a good striker of the ball. This was too short and on the back foot. He doesn't miss that. 84 meter 6.
Deep mid wicket, long on. Man at the deep square on the onside on the boundary. Deep extra cover and long off. That's the field. Dropping it short. Excellent footwork and great connection. Pulls down the ground, diving forward, missing. Will keep this strike as well. Is he thinking about going back for the second? That could be trouble, but he reaches there to the safety eventually. They're taking risks. 17 overs gone. This has been a prolific over from batting perspective for Afghanistan. 119 for 8. Shariful 1 for 22 in 3 overs. Nasum once again very impressive 2 for 24 to set the tone in the bowling department to exercise control, and they've been controlling it nicely. But in the previous over, Dervish solely decided to take the attack to the opposition by hitting a couple of boundaries. It's a short lifting delivery. Wide signal.
That is one from the over, so all the other deliveries will have to be, or probably Yorkers, over wide Yorkers. On bowl another short one. That will be to the relief of Mujib Zadran, who is a good striker of the ball as well. But he's got a 50 in the one-day international, that too against the kind of attack of Pakistan.
Right in the channel, looking to attack the stumps. He's very good at changing the pace. Was brilliant in the previous game, continuing to deliver goods for Bangladesh. Shariful. It's competition for places in pace bowling department for Bangladesh. So very healthy looking competition.
Well, Afghanistan will need to score runs against a good bowling attack of Bangladesh, who's looked good throughout this T20I series, especially their death over's been very good. They've pulled their Yorker slow ones.
Crashing through the extra cover. A firm strike from Mujib. He picks up a boundary.
And just while we are talking about how good they have been in this series, Bangladesh bowlers, last 2 overs have been full of runs for Afghanistan. Once again, that into the slot. And Mujib is a good striker. I mentioned that earlier. Finds the gap nicely for a 4.
As a bowler, you should be thinking about in-between length. No short, no full. He can play the hook shot. He can play the shot through the extra cover. Hits one. With the fielder at the mid-off region not quite getting the timing that he was searching for, just taking the pace of the ball.
And Darvesh Rasuli telling him to lay it down the ground, not play it in the air.
Driven straight down the ground. Just a single. His bowling has been very impressive of late for Bangladesh. When it comes to taking wickets, at the same time containing the batters as well. Good discipline. Consistency from Bangladesh fast bowlers.
Absolutely. I was talking to Sean Tite, their bowling coach, and it's like we've been practicing very hard. Our Yorkers slower, wide of the off stump, continuously with the new ball hitting top of the off stump, not giving away anything to the batters. And that's the reason why they are bowling with beautiful economy and also getting the results.
Pushes through the offside for a single. And how you practice, that matters a lot when it comes to executing those deliveries in the game situations, in pressure situations. If you consider your practice session as a crucial match, and that's how you deliver grades. Bangladesh conceding only 8.04 after New Zealand. New Zealand is known for their ability to execute the game plan with pinpoint accuracy. Placed at number 2, Bangladesh. Hammers. Has he found the gap? Yes, he has.
Well, Mujib Zadran has identified gaps so well in this over, and it is conceded 11 runs from Shariful. End of the over, 130 for 8.
Afghanistan recovering through this partnership, 32 of 21 between Rasuli, 30 of 27, and Mujib, 16 of just 13 deliveries. The score was 98 when the 8th wicket fell. 2 overs to go. Can Afghanistan take it to 150? So is the call. Should be going back for the second. That's good. Rasul is looking to exercise control now. He wants to take control of the situation.
Well, Mujib Zadran is nothing short of Ibrahim Zadran when you see him bat, identifying the gaps. Told you he's got a half century against Pakistan. That was one innings. And he has been striking nicely. This was needed, much needed for Afghanistan. They needed some runs on the board for the bowlers.
Slow delivery and spoons it to the man at short third. Wicket for Saifuddin. He has been outstanding today. The partnership which was flourishing has been broken now. Rasuli goes for 32.
Well, Darvesh Rasuli couldn't time that. The slower delivery got him. Saifuddin telling him, I got you. And yes, he has. Darvesh Rasuli played a good innings, 32 of 29. The long walk back. Afghanistan, 132 for 9.
Bashir Ahmed on debut, hails from Kandahar province in Afghanistan, plays for Bush region. His bowling has improved a lot, making his debut. A lot of expectation from him, known for his ability to exercise control, bowl, discipline, deliveries. Also, he's got the ability to bring the ball back into the right-handers. That's how the wicket fell. Slower delivery, just slicing it. Wanted to hit that gap behind square, picking the fielder. Good, intelligent delivery. Sways away to a short lifting delivery.
Afghanistan will take whatever comes. This is an extra run. Wide given by the umpire. 11 extras in this Afghanistan inning, helping Afghanistan's cause. 133 for 9. They need every run from here. How things change. Early on, it was Darvesh Rasuli that had to have been on the strike. Now, Afghanistan will want Mujib Zadran on the strike as much as he can for the remaining 9 deliveries. Thing is, if Afghanistan can play all their 20 overs.
Brilliant delivery. Still pleading with the umpire at the moment.
Well, the umpire walking and checking with the umpire on field would be that if the catch has carried or not. Is it the discussion? Yes, they have referred it to the TV umpire, and that would be for the catch if it is carried or not, I believe.
Give me this angle. I checked the front foot. It is fair delivery. Now move to front on, please. Roll forward, forward. Give me side angle, please. From this, we don't have any good picture. You have another angle?
It's not in frame for a sidewalk. It's not in frame.
You have anything else?
Just hold on your clock.
Give me another angle. This is, yeah. Yeah, it's, give me that the ball is dipping and is not conclusive. Give me another angle if you have.
I'm going to give you one more, but it's not very clear. But step out.
It's that's roll back. You have a zoomer? Zoomer.
Zoomer's coming now.
Yeah, give me zoomer, please. Yes, that's better. Roll forward. Forward is finger on the freeze it. Yes, just bounce before he went his gloves. It's I'm satisfied my decision.
So Bashir survives after forensic examination. This one ball was touching the ground before he collected it cleanly, the wicketkeeper behind his stumps. 2 deliveries to go from this over. Can he survive, Bashir? Slices it over. Big single. Is he going to go back for the second? He should be thinking about going back for the second. There's tumble on the boundary, resulting in 2 runs.
So Bashir had a good sight of it because it is very instinctive. When you nick the ball, you straight away look at the keeper if it carried or not. And Bashir straight away looked at it and said, God, that is bounced just before the gloves. And he was very sure. Had to be referred to the TV umpire who made a good decision at the end. And he's opened his account on his debut, Bashir.
Excellent delivery, but Muzid will have the strike in the final over. 19 overs bowled, 135 for 9. Only a couple of notable contributions. Siddiq getting 28, 32 for Darvish Rasuli. Slow delivery. Comes forward. Drops it. Muzid does not want run here. He wants to keep the strike.
Now, well, he couldn't get it right, and lucky he survived. He's certainly been very lucky in this innings of his. So far, he scored 16, an LBW shout. Slower one, back of the hand. He had to generate all the power. The key is that they have bowled it way away from his arc. He was changed his guard and now stands on the leg stump, on the off stump, I beg your pardon. That was for a taking by Sohan. He dropped that. Nurul Hassan bowled, he's taken some brilliant catches. Time around, he just missed it. How costly can that be? We'll have to see, because any further run Afghanistan had, and if you lose it by those runs, will hurt you at the end.
Presses straight to the man at the long off region. And Mujib will take single now. Resting. 2 for 18 in 3.3 overs. Tanzim. Bangladesh, they've been rotating their fast bowlers, and all the bowlers given opportunities. Coming up with good results.
I've been seeing it for some time. They keep resting their bowlers and allowing the other bowlers to come, because they have the luxury of having some wonderful bowlers. ODI fast bowler is going to join them, Nahid Rana.
Will take a run. Eyes will be the signal.
Every run matters. Every run matters. Since the drop catch, another 2 runs have been added. This one with the bye, in good presence of mind from Mujib Zadran, who was right after the run, straight away. Now, 2 more deliveries. Mujib Zadran on strike. Can he hit a big one?
Slower delivery. Excellent stroke. Over the top of Akshan. Away to the fence for 4.
Mujib Zadran. Since he's changed his guard, Rais Ahmadzai, who's now the under-19 coach, told me that he discussed that with him, asked him to stand on that off-stump, middle stump guard, and since then he's sort of found his mojo of hitting the shots. That was a good shot. He picked the slower one, he waited for it and cleared the fielder inside the circle, and that is a very precious boundary. 6 runs off this over so far.
2 is the call. Single taken. He's coming back for the second. Can he get there to the safety of the crease? Yes, he will. 2 crucial runs to end the first innings from where they were, 98 for 8 to 143 for 9. This has been valuable contribution from Mujib, 23 of 18, to give some respectability to the total for Afghanistan. 143 for 9 in 20 overs. Bowling from Bangladesh, magnificent.